Just a 1-hour drive from Cleveland, we find ourselves in the village of Lordstown, home to the Red Devils, a population of approximately 4,000 people, and previously General Motors assembly and metal stamping plant. In March of 2019, after 52 years of work, the last vehicle rolled off the assembly line at Lordstown General Motors. This left families to be split up across the country and thousands of people without a job or a plan for retirement.
This is what you're going to get from her.
We worked at Magna Seating for 15 years.
We started at Lear, and we worked there for, 5 years?
Mm-hmm.
Lear was another seating company that did the seats for General Motors. They said for every GM worker, there were 3 support workers, which would be us.
I worked there at the Lordstown plant for 25 years.
How did you guys find out that you were going to lose your job?
The company didn't tell us. We saw it on the news first.
We found out it would have been the week after Thanksgiving. I was hunting, and I got a text that they just had a meeting at the plant and said they are closing the plant.
So they had 1,400 jobs at GM. Multiply that by 3. That's how many people lost their jobs
In the area, yes.
General Motors most of them had the option to transfer. Mm-hmm. We didn't.
They offered it to you. The UAW told us you better choose a plant because if you don't choose somewhere to go, you're going to end up either in Missouri or Texas. If you refused, then your ties were cut, your benefits were stopped immediately, basically quit General Motors. At the time, I had 4 years to go to retire. So I could put 4 more years in and retire from General Motors with a pension. That's why I accepted Michigan. I drive back and forth to Michigan on weekends that I have, but we work so many hours up there that it's even hard. I can't even come back every weekend. It's sometimes once a month or twice a month.
Between me and the girls, there was a lot of crying. Because I'm here, and my girls are here.
Depending on where you went, you were offered a relocation package to go, and it's based over a 3-year period. You have to stay at that plant for 3 years.
We got one week's wage for every year worked. So basically we got 15 weeks of pay. And we had to wait a year for that.
You didn't make money for a whole year.
Well, we were on unemployment. The state of Ohio didn't make it very easy with the transitioning. So they want you to look for 3 jobs every week, but you just dump 3,000 people back into the workforce in this area.
One of the biggest things that bothers me about the whole thing is UAW had a contract with General Motors that stated if they closed the plant before the end of the contract, that everybody working at that time would be offered it was called an MSR, Mutual Satisfactory Retirement. But because they forced everybody to go someplace else, and they used the word unallocated until everybody was gone. When there was nobody left at the plant, then they came out and announced officially it is now closed. But there's nobody who works here now because everybody's gone. In my opinion, General Motors wants to go to all electric. They've planned on this probably for the last 5-6 years.
Now you got GM coming back to the area, building the battery plant, getting involved with the electronic truck.
They bought, I think, 157 acres there. And they're putting that building up pretty fast.
Yeah, but the whole thing is they were already surveying that land 6 months before we even knew we were going to lose our jobs.
I feel they're putting the battery plant in there. They should offer people to transfer it away, offer them jobs to come back and work so they can come back with their families, but they're not doing that.
You have the car, the endurance.
And you know that after a few years, I believe the GM's going to take it over.
They never really bought it. General Motors actually gave them the money. So General Motors still basically owns it. General Motors is going to either own it or have most of the stock in that company.
I think as the community as a whole, I think it's hurt. Just everything across the boards. There are businesses that are trying to come in, so it's going to help. It's just slow.
Well, I mean, just like everybody else in the community, we're all hopeful for a better future here, and just hopefully we get steady work.
Yeah, so hopefully we can get jobs again.